Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And we're here to discuss about the great Indian Emperor Ashoka. Not really. We're here to talk about Ahsoka, the recently concluded television series from Star Wars, or Star Wars Ahsoka as it's called. It was an 8-part miniseries that just concluded, and I just finished watching the series over the weekend. And this is, well, a spin-off from The Mandalorian, which I really enjoyed the first 2 seasons. Third season not so much, but overall I really like The Mandalorian quite a bit. So the live action character of Ahsoka was first seen in the second season of The Mandalorian, and the character was introduced in the animated series Star Wars The Clone Wars, and also seen in Star Wars Rebels. Now I haven't actually watched those animated shows. Not really that interested in actually going and digging deep and going through the animated series of Star Wars. I did watch a couple of episodes of the Star Wars The Clone Wars. When was this? Possibly around 2000 and sometime I did watch it a little bit. But it's not something that I am actually planning on getting into. I prefer the live action versions for Star Wars. So like I said, it's a mini series that came out this year, written by Dave Filoni for Disney Plus. I watched it on Disney Plus Hotstar. Yeah, so Rosario Dawson plays Ahsoka Tano, and no complaints for her. She's absolutely amazing. She's an actress I've seen in a few things, and I absolutely love her. She's brilliant in her role. Great actress. I really like her a lot. But overall, why did they actually make this series? I mean, they could have introduced her in one of the movies or something like that, made her character, interact with a lot of the others. This one felt, I don't know, maybe because I haven't seen the animated series, but I don't really get the point. I mean, we know that the villain is going to survive. He's going to move on to the next either movie or one of the series and be the main villain there. Weird blue paint, by the way, for Lars Mikkelsen. Other than Rosario Dawson, I didn't really like or really connect with much of the other. Okay, I did enjoy the robot. The robot is, what's it? Yansu, something like that. Wait, I will tell you. What the heck is his name? Oh, sorry, Huyan. Voiced by David Tennant. Brilliantly done, by the way. I didn't watch Doctor Who, but I really like David Tennant in a couple of series that I watched, especially, what was that one? Broadchurch, sorry, and he's brilliant in that show. So yeah, another great actor performing the voice role. Natasha Liu Bordiso, who plays Sabine Wren, who is Ahsoka's former apprentice, and they reunite over here. She wasn't my favorite, to be honest. I think the kid who plays Hera Syndulla's son, I think he was a much better actor. I just didn't get Sabine's. I've seen 1,000 such characters. I've seen 1,000 such Sabines throughout television series and movies recently. So I didn't really get her. I didn't like her character much at all. And in the first episode, when they killed her, or sort of killed her, pulled the wool over my eyes, by the way, I actually was happy. I was like, okay, let's get rid of this character. I don't think she's anything really good for me to watch. And unfortunately, she's a Mandalorian, and now suddenly everybody's a Mandalorian. And she was resurrected or fixed, and she came back to life. Mary Elizabeth Winstead plays Hera Syndulla, like you just mentioned. Much better character. I wish it had been her and Ahsoka going off on their adventures completely rather than Sabine. Sabine was absolute crap. I didn't like her at all. Ray Steve, this guy as well was, I do not know if he's actually been in, let me have a quick check. Has he been in like perhaps Game of Thrones or something like that. Let me have a quick check. Has he been in Game of Thrones? I mean, he really fits the role. No, he hasn't. He has been in Vikings. What else? He was actually voiced a character in Star Wars Rebels, and he was anything else? No, just Star Wars Rebels. Star Wars: The Clone Wars as well. So he was in a couple of episodes of that. And anything else that I might have recognized him in? Thor: The Dark World. He was Volstagg. I can't remember the character, but yeah, he kind of, and he was in Thor Ragnarok as well. So he actually gives off that kind of old world charm, old world gladiator, general kind of thing. So apparently, I think he's the guy who passed away. Yeah, he did. He passed away in May of this year. That's really sad. I mean, he does have that kind of regal appearance. So I think his character was pretty good. Ivana Sakno plays Shin Haiti, and another character you could like throw her into multiple series and she would be the same. Diana Lee Inosato plays Morgan Elsbeth. She was actually fine. Oh yeah, okay. Scene Stealer, Hayden Christensen, in a guest role as Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader. Basically, now that he's dead, he's when Ahsoka is almost dead, they kind of put her in this place called the World Between Worlds, and he's took his spirit, so as to say, or his ghost, came to finish her training, give her some tips, like there my Padawan, go and get these things done. Lars Mikkelsen was, I know he looks a little comical, to be honest, but he is, I think he's a pretty good, and I don't remember seeing him in anything. He is, of course, the brother of Mads Mikkelsen, another Danish actor. Oh yeah, he was in Sherlock, so I don't really remember. I'm trying to watch Sherlock once again. He was also in The Witcher, but again, I don't remember him. Admiral Thrawn, that's who he plays in this. Have I seen him in anything else? Guess not. So, good two villains. Basically, him and unfortunately the other person passed away. Talking about Ray Stevenson as Bay and Skoll. Those two guys were really, really good as villains, I think. And you had two of the apprentice kind of characters who I did not care for, but the two main ladies, the main lady, of course, and Syndulla I really liked. And it was nice to see C-3PO as well. I also believe that Claudia Black, but I didn't really recognize her. She was also there as one of the mothers, the great mothers. Yeah, so basically, I didn't really get this. I mean, to be honest, I don't really know why they had to put this as a full series. It wasn't really exciting. It didn't really do for me. Oh yeah, I did forget about one character, the Ezra. Iman Esfandi, who plays Ezra Bridger. I think he was okay, pretty decent performance by him. He was only in a couple of episodes, but so far no complaints over there. It's just those two apprentice ladies who I didn't really like. Yeah, the whale string, the sea whale, that was a little bit silly. Whatever. It is Star Wars after all. No questions asked. So yeah, how good was this series? To be honest, it would take me a lot to actually go and sit through this series again, but I probably should at some time. At the moment I want to give it a 6.5 out of 10, maybe a 7, because the world building is absolutely fantastic, but they really put the money in it. But other than that, the series was a little bit tepid for me. It's like tepid water. Can't really say anything else much. I'll give it a 7 out of 10.